I'm getting comfortable with being uncomfortable.
I'm Joe Co-Star. This is my wife,
Josephine.
Welcome. We love each other so very much. We've been here for a couple of years, married. For those that think
Just a
we
couple.
look young and are just married, because if you know anything about me, I'm private for no ulterior motive. I'm just private.
Yeah, you don't care.
That's
just what it is. You really don't care to share, care to do anything. You kind of just live your own life in your own bubble. Yeah, seriously.
I don't know.
It's never personal.
It's not personal. Oh my gosh, but got to make sure you say that, because a lot of people will take it personal. A lot of people have taken it very personal, and I really don't mean.
And I can understand it.
I can understand it,
because your personality is so vivacious in person, in a way where people gravitate and love you, but then also they want more, and then it's like, yep, I'm back to my bubble.
Or they think that this is going somewhere.
Yeah.
And it is. It can.
Yeah.
But just my version of going somewhere and your version of going somewhere just might be different.
Introvert part, but people don't realize.
I just like to.
You're just very pleasant, and you want people to feel the pleasantries around people.
Yeah.
So when you go in your shell, in your normal environment,
it's unexpected.
You could be there all day, unless something pulls you out.
Yeah.
So if you can't get it, you might have to pull a little harder. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
Don't look to me.
I was going to say, something they can get to you to get there.
Sometimes, not all the time. Because I kind of have that.
Way too?
I'm a homebody.
Yeah.
A little bit more than people think, yeah.
Yeah. You've become way more too.
Way more now,
way more.
yeah.
Some do it by force. Of course, with life, everybody becomes something, right?
Yeah.
But you've become naturally.
Yeah, more, yeah. Because I'm a very people person, but even in college, as much as my closest friends in college, they know I love to do things in like game night, things like that. We'll go out. Used to love to dance. I would do all those things, but I'm ready to go back inside and hang out and do those things. I'm more of a hang out inside.
Person.
We go out, we go out. Yeah, I could do both, but yeah.
Yeah, I fooled people back in the day. I was going out. I was drinking.
Nah, he's saying it.
I was turning up. They said, nah, he's saying it.
I used to think, I was like, yeah, you are fake, bro.
She really used to say that to me. She said, y'all know that he's fake. But what she was saying was, this dude is not as social as y'all think he is.
No.
He is not, yo, let's turn up. Yo, what you doing tonight? Yeah. I'll get on the phone and be like, oh, what did I get on something?
I do not want to go to this thing. Why did I say I was coming? And I'm like,
But, and that was before, I like to say BC, before Christ, for me, right? But what I realized was, I didn't know what I was doing then. I didn't know what I was feeling then. What I felt then was, it makes sense for who God showed me who I am now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who he revealed me to be, it makes so much sense. But back then, I was out and about, but never liked being out and about.
I'm telling you.
Was everyone was drinking, was getting involved. I didn't smoke, right? But was around the smokers, so everybody thought I smoked, but didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
Was in, uncomfortable environments. And for the people, see, I would be in those places and we would have some really good conversations.
Yeah.
And it would be very encouraging, but I just didn't want to be there. And now I look back, I'm like, wow, I can identify. Now, back then, I couldn't tell you. I actually felt weird. I felt off. So I wouldn't even talk about I didn't want to be there. I actually suppressed it within myself.
Yeah.
So I couldn't tell you I didn't want to be there. I was just uncomfortable when I was there. Now I can tell you, I didn't want to be there then. When I'm looking back and stuff like that. So I think it's good to get to know who God has called you to be.
True.
And the details of the characteristics that make up that call, and who you are. Because you'll start to be like, this makes perfect sense. And you won't feel as crazy.
Absolutely.
What do you think?
No, that's true. Because even I'm trying to reflect back. I didn't drink, I didn't smoke, none of those things, but I love dancing. But I think I could always think of me and holding me accountable. Even with my dancing, I know what I'm doing. I'm just having fun for myself. But even that behind the scenes of what doors it could be opening, whether it's not you, but what is intended to do, you don't realize what those things are, and the lust that comes with that for other people, or what you could be triggering and other things, you know.
Yes.
So I think those things are kind of like I justify it in my head.
Justify.
Oh, I don't drink. I don't smoke. Here I am looking down on other people. Like, I'm like, that's not good for you, right? I mean, not that I judge a lot of people. A lot of my friends around me, they knew I don't drink and I don't smoke. They will do their thing. They won't bring it around me. And they all kind of knew, like, yeah, I don't do. I'm not a designated driver either. You are responsible. One time is enough. But at the same time, I also held myself at a higher standard in some ways. Consciously, and subconsciously, I thought of some ways I was better, but I also didn't realize that, hey, this is the area where you are also opening gates for your other things, So I think it took, in some way, you started talking about it, but without really even touching on. This is before Christ, so for you didn't even touch on the spiritual aspect of things, but you were like, yeah, I know boys, I know what You think you just sitting there dance on your own, but you don't know what they thinking. So it was kind of like some of those comments when you came in my life that kind of like made me take a step back. Yeah, it was uncomfortable. Yeah, at first because I felt like I was like, who are you coming trying to run my life?
Yeah, it didn't go so well in the beginning.
It definitely didn't go well because I was like, this dude. I was about to say that anyway.
And I was and look at here I'm coming laying law. Yeah. And I'm not doing the most perfect way either. I went from drinking with friends to we started having children, living in the house, being more settled, and I'm finding my ways to de-stress, is that the word? Is that a word? And find my
wind down.
Yeah, wind down. Yeah. I found some liquor, some alcohol, and drinking on my own. I could have told you I would have never done that. That was so weird to me. Yeah. Alcohol tastes like crap to me.
Oh my God, that was the part too. I always couldn't stand it. You would say, I don't even know why I do this. It's terrible. It tastes terrible. I don't even like it. And I'm like, then why you put
But man, that's a deeper conversation. You just see what something's pulling you to. If you can say, I don't know why I do this. Scary statement, and you see yourself doing it. Means that there's an influence that you don't have control of.
And also it's like social standards. It makes you feel like when you're going out, you have to do it pre-game, all those things. Yeah, I'll be like, you got the wrong one. Don't peer pressure me. I even still regret that on our wedding, the day before our wedding, when I was your cousin and my cousins peer pressured me to take a tequila shot. My first time drinking, who told me to take a tequila shot? And I'm like, and I dropped the lemon and everything in panic because I was so nervous. But I was so mad because they had not looking back on it, because the whole bar was screaming, shot, shot, shot. And I'm like, I hate when people try to peer pressure me. It never works. And I fell for that because I didn't want them to look stupid. Yeah. And I know I didn't want that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't know nothing at that time.
I didn't know, but I took the shot.
You took the shot?
Yeah. I didn't drink something called a fishbowl or something like that.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, but I pretended to take a couple of sips and I said, here you go, guys. Because there was a couple of Penn Staters in there and they're like, oh, you went to Penn State, so PSU, we buying you a bowl.
Give her another one.
Yeah, not knowing that my 4 years in Penn State I didn't even drink. Why now?
Crazy.
Yeah, so that was very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm saying all that to say, today's topic briefly is, do you know love?
Ooh.
Do you know love? Right.
Do you know?
Do you know love?
Do you know love?
Love is easily thrown out there and easily thrown around, this is no insult to anybody. We all don't know
I was about
the depth of love.
Nobody.
Yes, the depth of it. I was reading scripture today in the Ephesians, I believe. Yeah. He's saying, Paul was saying he prays for them to know the love of God and the depth of it and the width of it and the length of it. I'm like, that explanation shows how far and wide and huge and not easily understandable the love of God is. But before we get to the love of God, we don't even think that, people throw the word love around like crazy with their expectation of what they see love to be based on their experiences and lack thereof experiences. And sometimes some love is not healthy.
Very unhealthy.
And so then it's not love. We think it's love, but it's not love. Sometimes we put ourselves in situations because we think that, for better or for worse. I'm not talking about marriage, but in our minds, we just think that concept for everything, for better or for worse. But some things are not love. And then some things we think is not, I got to run away from that quick. No, you should stick into that because there is love. So So what in our relationship? When did you feel like you fell in love, and what lesson did you realize? Oh wow, that ain't love. That was this.
Let's see.
Yeah,
this is deep. This is deep. We getting real uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I would say the first time I guess one of my love languages is acts of service. Mm-hmm. So I definitely fell in love when you took upon yourself to completely. I was taking a test at school, college, and I was supposed to move out of my dorm. I had a test, but he came on campus and he was like, "We're gonna leave today," and I'm like, "Bro, my room, my dorm is not packed at all, and this is like my dorm, mine, me only, because I was at RA." So he took it upon himself. Actually, at the time I was with Rashina, I think, one of my roommates at the time, and she was gone already. So I took my science test. I came back and he had packed the whole room. The car was packed, everything. I just had to turn my stuff in. And I was like, that's the selfless act and going above and beyond to do such a thing. I had never had that. So that was like somebody, and I've seen it in different ways. So that was one of the most amount of work. I'm like, why would you put yourself through all of this just for me to get me out of here on time for what? Where am I rushing to go to? It wasn't like I had to leave that particular day. I had an extra day because I was an RA. So that was above and beyond, and just seeing the selfless act over the time and that cap it, I was like, yeah, he cares and he wants me. Now I can feel at ease because I've always go and I have to do for myself. Yeah. And for once I feel like you can let he will take care of it. Yeah. So that knowing that, hey, I can let my guard down and somebody I can trust him, he will take care of it. Yeah. It was a lot for me. Yeah. Coming from me, because I never had that. I had to always do mine and take care of mine. Yeah. Figure it out.
We always laugh and say we should have been the last people married so soon.
True, we would leave that one alone.
Because we were really just individual hustlers, just doing our own thing.
Yes. Facts on facts.
That's good. Mine is I believe. Probably mine was early. I did a whole mixtape about you when we broke up. Or when you broke up with me.
When I broke up with you, we ain't gonna touch on that.
Broke up with me
I sure
for
did,
absolutely no reason.
Okay, we'll leave that alone. Clearly, somebody's in his feelings.
No, but she was trying to focus on things. She was trying to focus on. She had a lot going on at the time, and I just came. When you say when I just came and packed up, so we're going now. I definitely sound like and seem like a very spontaneous, random.
That's you though. That's you though. You be doing that. You still spontaneous. Like when it comes to spontaneous in our relationship, you get the reward for that. Because I'm like, what?
Oh my!
I'm thinking about all the different things. We gotta pack kids. We gotta do. Oh yeah, but we're going now. Yeah. We're going to the pool. I'm like towels, bathing suit. You gotta plan. That's still you.
Well, especially now, because if we don't just do it, we won't do it.
And I understand that, but you've always been spontaneous.
Before kids.
Yeah, you will still even throw people in spontaneous, awkward conversations, and just to let them deal with stuff. That you're always spontaneous. People who know you would know that.
Not sure. Yeah. So when we split that time, it was just. I made literally a 10-song mixtape, and it was I was in a group before, and it was a great mixtape, like the great song that started my career.
Your music career.
Me being involved. I was managing it behind the scenes, but. Me being involved in music.
As an artist,
as an artist. Really, really, really good song.
Shout out to me, y'all.
But it was good. And I guess that is when I recognized, man, what is this that just grabbed my heart? That I've never liked that with girls, so locked in and so willing to be vulnerable. Do a song and sound like I'm crying. And to express that she broke my heart. Yeah. So willing and comfortable to do that. I didn't really grow. I got to be tough, a little bit, but I didn't care. I was ready to do it, So it was crazy. I thought it was interesting, but I also feel like overall, as I was sitting here, it just clicked to me that I fell in love with you. I think because I always struggled finding comfort amongst people. You know, women, friends, any kind of comfort, right?
Yeah.
So I think you were the first person that made it easy for me to be comfortable. I mean, I'm talking about just simply laying there and hanging out for time, dead time, and not seeing me at my best, and maybe expectations was a lot in my life that people. I felt like there's so much expectation that I couldn't let them see my weak and flawed times.
Yeah, but I could reciprocate that too, because I'm always on my good girl. You would say, stop trying to always be a good girl. I was like, well, you girls, you have to do this. You have to be good in Ghana. This and that. You don't want to get in trouble. So I always like doing the right thing. So I could relate to that. I think it's vice versa. I think it's vice versa because I was very even with your parents. Like I think it was one of those things. I was like, what kind of parents are these? They mad comfortable.
Yeah,
they just out of control like him too. Especially your mom with some things. But I was just like, I love this because they are not judging me, but they are receiving me, and also they will also advise and give wisdom. So it was very nice to kind of have that, like, take a step back, be like, oh, I don't gotta pretend. So that was good. I think it's vice versa. I can relate to that.
So I think so that comfort, just being comfortable, and I didn't really have that. So that is a fall in love thing. That I fell in love because there was a comfort. I feel like I had to act, put on anything. I could I could lay there and sleep. And it sounds very traumatizing if you think about it. It's like, bro, what did you go through that you felt
but
like?
then you try to think back, you like, I actually don't know.
Yeah, what was it that? But no, also, and we'll talk about, walking in your car and who you are. It makes sense to that. Because there was a lot of rejection at the time in my life. As I'm here now, I look at it, wow, it was like heavy. But in the midst of it, I couldn't tell you why I was doing, feeling like that and stuff like that. So that's important for your call, making sense about then. But that's when I fell in love. One thing I could say about what I didn't realize was love. Let's make sure we're still on time here. I think when it went to you dancing and all that type of stuff in my perspective, right? I was somebody that could see into things a lot, and I could give like understanding of positives and negatives of it, and whenever I would see challenges in people, I would step off.
Like
I would.
You saw the trouble coming, so it's like, this is not for me.
Yeah, and I think I was trying to prevent heartbreak or pain or being too attached and them going through a problem that I didn't need to be walking in with them. I think I was trying to prevent things or whatever, but I liked the ability to be able to step off at any time. Yeah. Which, is a lot of different things, but and so I think that I didn't expect to have to be a man and be responsible to help work through some things with somebody. Help them walk through some things. Because I believe when you get married and you become one, I'm flawed. I'll come with flaws. You come with flaws. So we got to work together to work ourselves. Nobody comes perfect, and it's not healthy and it's very prideful to think that they're going to be perfect and that you can yell it at them. So I think I definitely would yell it at times. I think I would be insecure at times about stuff. I think it was all that. So I didn't realize that too was love.
It's interesting because I used to be like, you don't know me enough to be like that. But I get it. Looking back now, absolutely. So many things make so much sense in hindsight. If only hindsight was in your foresight. You would never have to go. You would never complain for real. And
that's not love.
But one thing I would say for me, I learned it's not love was I think part of it is also just when you grow up, what you see, what you are around plays a role in it. You would say, I'm not going to do this when I grow old, but as much as you want, you don't realize it's subconsciously you're doing it. I think as much as I come from such strong women in my family that just are able to execute and deliver effectively, it didn't allow you as my partner to also to see your strengths, So I think over time that was hard, just taking a step back and learning to just allow you to just lead and lead the household.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like I'm like, no, you can't be the man, but it was like little things that it seems insignificant, but was actually very significant.
Yeah.
You know, because if you can step into the man of the household as what God has called you to do, to lead the household, then things don't kind of align in how God wants it to be for
And the
our
whole
family
connection,
structure.
the whole
So
vision for the family.
that was a big growing thing, and still is a growing thing because it's not natural for me.
Yeah.
I'm just ready to take off. Like
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Like, you know, as he was talking about before, we are both go-getters.
Yeah.
So you put two go-getters together, and then one of them have to be able to be submit and in certain ways, and then kind of lead. So that was one of the things I was like,
That's good.
and coming to America played a little bit role because you see the feminism movement. And I was like, oh, I can do everything. I don't care. Ain't no man gonna hold me back. So that even, you know, plus what African culture, what you see, like, why are you doing this? You know, what around you. So that even influenced that feminist culture. And I come from women who are so powerful and go-getters and execute excellence.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, ain't nothing stopping me when I came to America. So it's like here, I'm like, I gotta do what?
Yeah.
What you mean? We gotta do this, and that. This is a plan. We already have kids. This was not what the plan is, but God, you know, did this, and thank God we love each other and all, but we still got things to accomplish, you know.
Yeah.
But that was not, my plans were not God's plans, and God was trying to really shift my heart for the next thing that he was doing in you. And I think that was kind of a bit, it was very tough because I feel like
very tough.
It was very tough. I'm not gonna lie. I felt people
We'll talk more about that in the
I felt people were
future.
trying to judge me or make me feel I'm something.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't know my heart. I'm still that kind of person that want to do all this. I want to cook for my husband. I want to do all these things because I love to cook, you know. But I was looking at it as like the doing, because my love language again is acts of service.
Yeah.
But it was beyond the acts of service.
Yeah,
so
this is a good topic
so
right here.
yes, so yeah.
Thank you for sharing. That's good because I think there's two major things that Holy Spirit helped me to confront. Two major things is one is it's important to know that you are everybody. We are generational curse breakers.
Yes. Amen.
You must live that. You must know that there's something in your past that you must break out of, that you should not continue. So when you said, you know, you have strong women in your family that are go-getters and get stuff like that, there's good to that and then there's bad to that.
Yeah.
Sometimes that go-getter thing, blah, 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 was not healthy to establish the fullness of a family the way it needed to be or the way that God wants it to be now. So something to work on there, right? And something about mine, right? My mom is a super go-getter, right? And my dad is amazing at allowing her to lead in a way, right? And to support her type of thing, and I mean, excellent at it. Not even, it doesn't even look bad, right? But God shaped me differently, and he shaped our future differently. And sometimes with my dad, he would say, man, if I could do some things different, I would do them a little bit different.
Go back and shift things.
Yeah. You know, so then that's my curse. That's my generational curse break. I'm trying to break that. I don't want that to be my story because I'm not really even like that. You know what I mean? Me and his personality are a lot different. So I have plans. I'm a visionary person. I have a vision, you know, and I'm a strategies person. So I'm out of going to. So the challenge then came. You're trying to break curses. I'm trying to break generational curses, and we're both go-getters.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't a piece of. It's not a piece of cake. You know, to make us work together. But I think then God decided to really start working on us individually to kind of slow things down.
Yes.
And break us, because God.
Oh my God.
A broken and contrite heart I do not despise. So He uses the breaking to have you submit to the way that He has planned, because His plan is perfect, and it will bring the best fruit, not just for us, but for our children, to build on a good foundation.
Yeah.
So He was breaking us individually to really get ourselves together, which brought clashing, which brought closeness. And brought a lot of years of just developing. I really feel like recently we're really getting to a place to be able to understand that we're married and we're going somewhere together. Yeah. And we're still working on that. And then the last thing I was going to say was I think that it's healthy that to know that you are a go-getter, and you do have plans, and you do have vision, and you do have ideas, and that there are sometimes that I could be like, I like that idea, and I could roll with it.
Yeah.
Being a leader of a man doesn't mean that I make all the decisions
No.
and I got everything together. And your job of learning how to submit to a man, like the word says, doesn't mean that you will see the man have it together before you submit.
Exactly.
You will give him a chance to learn how to get it together, right? But sometimes a lot of women, they don't give the man a chance to fumble, because how do you become strong and successful at anything until you fumble and learn how to stand on your feet? So giving the space to do that, and then you simply just praying, God.
Oh my God.
I've seen him struggle here. What's going on?
Yeah.
He's not doing this well.
To be honest, a lot of those is what brought me to a place of peace. It wasn't, people were talking, but I was just like, God, but that's on me. I feel like this is not working. And what's going on? It's going on now. It's going to, like, you have kids to worry about. You know? So I was trying to play, I'm thinking for God. God had his own plan. But really going to God in prayer and just speaking in your life, of the man and the leadership in the household, I think also arouse a confidence and a belief in you that I subconsciously had, that maybe I didn't see, but it really opened that door of faith in what God was doing and believing that God is spearheading you and ordering your steps. But the other thing I wanted to say is, like, a funny thing is, like, during that process, much of your personality too is your want to like to put people on a platform. So here you are, you're supposed to be leading, and you like, I see you do great things here. Like, you should do it. Go for it. That's more you. You were almost more of my cheerleader, pushing me to do things. Before now, we were like, wait.
Yeah, that's good.
Stop pushing her to do stuff.
That's good.
You're supposed to be taking the lead and helping. So, like, a lot of times you would cheer me up, just, I see you doing this, and I'm like, well, let's go. And now it's like, you can't tell me I can't go now. You don't tell me I can do this, all of this.
That's good.
And we supposed to, so a lot of times you're always putting people on platforms. That's naturally you. So it was a big
So that's good. I like that.
Yeah.
So, like, when we were being told how to put this together, we were looking at each other like, what are we doing wrong? She wasn't like, she wasn't like, I don't want to listen to him. And I wasn't necessarily like, yeah, you better listen to me.
We didn't even see the problem.
We were like, what's the problem?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
People got to hear that, because it's not just when there's clashing. Sometimes you just are good in something that is not good.
Yeah.
And not God.
It's not a God thing. Exactly. Yeah, like God of good.
Yeah, God,
there you go.
Boom, boom. So that's really good. That's really good. I like that a lot. So we had to work on, and I believe that you are to be a go-getter. I think that's a strength in you. God is trying to fine-tune it. I think I am somebody that, don't get it twisted, I was a go-getter. I wasn't thinking that I couldn't do things. I did a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I could do a lot of things, but when it came to family structure, I don't think I saw that envision. So I think when it came to like leading that with a group, I'm like, okay, I don't know what is this. And so, but I think it's very important for us to know that it's healthy for us to stay conscious of. God He put something in you, but you have to fine tune it. He's just fine tuning it. So don't completely throw it away.
Yeah.
You're a go-getter. I'm somebody that love platforming people. You know what I'm saying? I love to see people succeed. I like to help them figure it out. I think I need to lead at times too, for sure. Maybe to make the platform strong. Yeah. So that when others come on, it's good, cool. But it doesn't mean I throw away supporting people and helping them become great. So that's good. We're going to have to cut it right there.
Yeah. Because we could go all day. This topic is, it's a lot.
There's so much more to talk about do you know love? I don't think we got into the craziest parts yet, but yeah.
Sure did.
But this was good. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys also reflect on, what parts, leave the comment anywhere, or have a conversation at the house, or next time we see you, you can bring it up with us or whatever.
Yeah.
But think about, like, what are the things that you see love to be? And then do some research about true love. Love comes from God, y'all. So, like, you can't do research about love anywhere else. It's not going to be love. Love comes from God. So then start doing research or having some experiences with the love of God. Experience marriage, all that type of stuff, because that's also the love of God. And start reflecting on what you thought love was and where love is now and where you have to continue to grow, because we're all growing.
Yeah.
Amen?
Yeah, amen. I think you covered it.
Man, episode 2, over.
Uncomfortable
podcast.
Yeah.
We're starting to get a little bit more comfortable in the uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I think that's the key. Getting comfortable in the uncomfortable.
Yeah, and God will put you through that uncomfortable. And then when you get comfortable, He'll make you uncomfortable again.
Do it again.
Yeah, He's good at that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, y'all. I love y'all, man. Appreciate it. See y'all soon.
See y'all.
Deuces.
Getting comfortable with being uncomfortable.